Hello and what's up, guys? In this particular video I want to be telling you guys the difference between the colony system, that is the free range rabbit farming, and the cage system, that is what you see we are using here in this our farm. So a lot of rabbit farmers do tend to go into the colony setup or the free range setup of rabbit farming, but for me I decided to go for the cage system. And the colony has an advantage and the cage system has an advantage also. And as you guys know, all what has advantages also do have disadvantages. So the colony system or free range also have a disadvantage or disadvantages, and also the cage system also have disadvantages too. So in this video I'm going to be telling you guys the advantages and disadvantages of the colony system and also the cage system, so that you as a rabbit farmer will decide which of them to go into. And also you need to be aware of these disadvantages so that you know how to tackle them, so you don't have any problem in your rabbit farm. Yes, so if this is the first time coming across our channel, here in this video or in this channel we do videos about livestock farming as a whole, but basically mainly rabbit farming videos. But recently we started doing videos of other livestock farm, and we are going to be doing more videos of livestock farming extensively. So you might see me with my Chelsea jersey. Today is Sunday, Chelsea is playing. I was just about to go and watch the match. I just decided to do this video. So for the Man U fans out there, please don't come for me. Yes, I'm a Chelsea fan, but right now it's really hard for us. Chelsea fan, we are going through a lot right now. Okay, so guys, for the colony setup, for me, I don't like colony system rabbit farming, and I have some reasons why I don't like it, why I decided to go for the cage system. Although the cage system is more expensive, the cage system is more expensive compared to the colony system, because the colony system, maybe you would have a building or an uncompleted building where you just put all your rabbit there, and you don't need to buy any hood, you don't need to buy any padlocks, you just buy one padlock for the main door, you don't need to buy any wire mesh for the floor, you don't need to buy any of this zinc, you don't need to buy any roof zinc and all of those kind of things. So you tend to not spend much money when you are starting up the colony system. You tend to not spend much money, but for the cage system you spend more money compared to the colony system. That is one advantage which the colony system have. But when you come to talk about overtime and advantages over time, the cage system have more advantages over the colony system. And let me be telling you guys some of the advantages, like advantages of getting like your rabbits inbreeding rabbits. So inbreeding your rabbits is like, when I say inbreeding, I mean crossing your siblings of rabbits together. So in rabbit farming, crossing siblings of rabbits together is a no-no. Like, it's a very bad one. You are not even supposed to like do it in rabbit farming. Although there are some practices that you need to cross siblings together, like you need to inbreed to get a particular line, but inbreeding is not a good practice when it comes to rabbit farming. So if you are going into colony system, these siblings of rabbits, based on all your rabbits are going to be together in one house and all of that, the siblings, let's say the brother and the sister, are going to be mating each other, which is not really a very good practice, and you might tend to have a lot of the kids dying out of blood problems, and based on his inbreeding, a lot of the kids are going to be dying. And another disadvantage which the colony system have is, if you have maybe, let's say, 10 female rabbits in a particular colony and all of them are giving birth at the same time, all of them are giving birth, this particular one might give birth in this particular corner, and you notice another different mother might go there and step on them, based on that's not where her kid, she might not really care, they might just be running around that particular area. Although a lot of people have a particular way they do it, like they make boxes around for each female to go in, but mostly of this rabbit, they get confused. So most of them, and I've seen in different farms how most of them go into a different side which is not their own, and tend to spoil things and even eat some of those babies. So some of these disadvantages are some of the things that colony system have, that some of these disadvantages are what colony system have that you won't see in the cage setup just like this. And also like your male rabbits in the colony system, you notice they tend to always fight a lot with each other based on they are together. Most times they like live very well, you might see them, but at night if you check very well, you might just come out and see hares around. Most of them will fight each other like till they get very tired, because you know rabbits like rabbit like to dominate, like they like to be on top for the males. So maybe the older male would tend to want to suppress the younger male, and the younger male might not want to like be suppressed and might want to fight back or stuff like that. So they get to injure each other, and you might tend to lose one of them if you are not very, very careful. So some of these things are what the colony system have that the cage system you will not see in them. But some of the ways of the colony system, some of the advantages that you have from the colony system is that feeding them in the colony system is very, very easy, unlike the cage system where you need to open each of these cage individually and feed your rabbit. In the colony system you have more advantage, whereby if you are coming to feed them leaves, you just bring their leaves from the bush. Either you tie it and hang it somewhere, or you just keep it on the floor, then all your rabbits are going to eat. It saves you more time for you to feed them just than the cage setup. It saves you more time for you to feed them. But in the colony system, feeding them is very, very easy. You just come, carry their leaves, keep on the floor, and all of them just come to like eat together in a particular spot. But in this particular case, you need to open all the cage individually, feed them, put water, feed them, put water, and it will take you more time, unlike for the colony that will take you less time. So that is some advantages that you get in the colony system. And also the colony system does not you don't really spend a lot of money to set it up. As I earlier said, you don't really need to spend a lot of money to set it up. So for someone who is who wants to start up rabbit farming like for the first time, and you don't really have much money to do this structure, because doing the structure for the rabbits farm, doing the structure like this particular cage structure you are seeing behind me, can cost you some money. Like, it's what can cost you a lot of money when you want to start up your rabbit farm. It's what can cost you a lot of money. So if you are starting up your rabbit farm, I prefer if you have a little space like where you can put your rabbit, and you say you want to start with there, you can just start with the colony setup. But as time goes on, as you keep making some money out of it, you can start building your cage structure, because over time the cage will save you more babies. Trust me, in the colony setup you'll be losing a lot of babies because of what I earlier explained, like your different female rabbits going into where different female rabbits have given birth. Even males, you notice male rabbits start sucking some of the female rabbit's breast and all those kind of things. You'll be seeing it in the colony. But in this cage system where all the mature rabbits are in individual cages one by one, you will not be seeing all these kind of things. Although the colony system saves you stress in feeding them, it does not take you a lot of time. But for me, I prefer the cage system. But for you, you might choose anyone you want to go into. Everyone has a choice of his, or like everyone has a choice, so you might choose anyone you want to go into. But for me, I prefer the cage system, although it takes more time to feed them, but you get more advantages from the cage system than you get from the colony system. And for the colony system, like you don't get an appropriate time you want to cross them. Your female rabbit might give birth today and take in today again and get pregnant today again. And as you guys know, if a female rabbit gives birth today, that same day she's always on heat. So a male rabbit can always like go and mount her again, and that is like very, very wrong, a very wrong one for the female rabbit's health. It's not really good for her to be giving birth like every time. Although you'll be getting babies, so but you'll notice all your rabbits are going to like kind of be stunted, because they don't tend to get the proper nutrients they need to grow at the adequate time. So a lot of people have their own choices, a lot of people have their own mindsets, a lot of people have what they want. If you don't need stress and maybe you don't have a lot of money to start up, you can start up with the colony. But if you think you have money and you don't want your rabbit to die, you want to cross your rabbits in the right way, you want to have proper records on where your rabbit is being crossed and the male that crossed your rabbit, because in the colony you will not even know the male that crossed your rabbit. You will just notice you can't want morning, or if you are someone that can observe very well, you just notice, okay, this particular female is pregnant and you can't want morning and she has given birth. that is some of the things you are going to be seeing when it comes to the colony setup, because I have a lot of rabbit farmers, I have a lot of friends who do colony system. So most times they have issues like this in their farm. Most times they are not even prepared for kids. They just come out and they see kids scattered all over everywhere because they don't even know the day these females got pregnant. So it's all your choice. Choose ye this day, colony or cage system. Which are you going to go into? Or if you're already a rabbit farmer and maybe you already have the cages, then stick to it. But if you're already a rabbit farmer, then you have colony, I will advise you plan towards getting your cage ready, either the galvanized rabbit cage or the wooden rabbit cage. But cheaper one is the wooden rabbit cage. But if you want the one that is going to last over time, like a very long period of time, the galvanized do last very well. So if you want to make your galvanized rabbit cage, we do farm setup. Like, we can come to your location and set up the galvanized rabbit cage for you. Just hit me up on the number on the screen, call me, we can come and set up and give you a very good galvanized rabbit cage for your rabbit farm. Thanks for watching this video. Do have a nice day, and as I always say, until next time, peace.